Welcome everybody to Roll With It, your go-to podcast for all things cannabis.
We are your hosts, Julie Stevens and Brittney Guthrie, and we are bringing you our unfiltered perspectives on industry trends and cannabis culture today.
We're going to be exploring the world of cannabis with leading industry experts, celebrity guests, and distinguished stoners.
So grab your weed, grab your snacks, and let's roll with it, baby.
Yeah, okay, we are here with two lovely island boys, Blake and Royce with Smile Brands. They're bringing in some delicious sugary beverages to the market, and we're here to try some. We're here to talk about how you guys met, how you got into all of it, and tell us about the drinks and what makes you guys so special.
Do we count as celebrity guests?
Yep.
Okay.
It's our first celebrity guest.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
I'll take Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
I'll be getting your autographs after.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I've always wanted to do that, so we might as well start now.
All right. So where did you guys meet? How did you guys start all this?
Well, that goes a while back.
Yeah, that's
He had hair. We met
on the
in
other side of my head.
Yeah, we met in high school. We used to kickbox together, and that's how we met, and we said one day we're gonna make weed drinks together, fella.
Yeah.
And that's how it all started.
It was
Drinks.
prophetical.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe not in that
15
order,
15
but it kind of
years
worked.
ago.
Yeah, about 15 years ago we met.
We're gonna make cannabis beverages, and we're gonna try our hardest at it. That's what we said back then.
Yeah,
and
right
here
in
we
high
are,
school.
15 years later.
Celebrities. No, we met there. We trained together for a couple years, and then we got into business on some different ventures years later. He was in the Coast Guard, and then I got a call one day randomly from Royce, and I was like, whatever happened to him? And he's like, what are you doing? I was doing sales, and he's like, we need a sales guy. I'm coming to see you. I was like, cool. Like, when are you coming to town? Because he had moved away. He's like, I'll see you in 5 minutes. And I went, oh, okay. Then he came in and was like, we're going to do this cannabis thing. We got all these ideas. And I was like, oh, sweet. I'll just put my resignation in here at Bell Mobility. And then we
You
started.
look like a Bell Mobility guy.
Yeah, for life. And
They'll fix your phone.
yeah, well, hey, you need
But
a
I've
phone?
seen your phone.
You need an iPhone? Yeah, I don't work for them anymore, clearly. Yeah.
Kidding. You stopped getting the deals and you can't justify buying a phone.
Yeah, it's full price now. Yeah. So that's how it started. And then that was like 10 years ago.
Longer than that, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. 15, 13, somewhere in there.
Somewhere.
Between 10
Yeah.
and 15, yeah.
Yeah.
And then he continued kickboxing and jiu-jitsu, and now he will kick you square in the head if he doesn't like what you're saying.
Yeah.
That's kind of his move.
Yeah, so hopefully everybody likes it.
I can relate to that.
Yeah, that's definitely your style.
That's awesome. So you guys were able to develop a friendship and kind of learn a little bit about each other and build that trust too. You're fighting in a cage. Like, you gotta be able to trust each other. You're gonna end up with a lot of concussions and anger problems, I think.
Yeah, went that way. And our third partner is actually his older brother.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
yeah, they work together closely as brothers, and me and Kyle are we're best friends and business partners. So it's pretty cool, pretty tight knit team. I officiated his wedding about 10 years ago.
Oh, no way.
So yeah, like we're pretty close, and we sit in a room in Chemainus and try to make weed drinks.
Yeah.
Yeah. We put a lot of thought into trying to make them the best that we can. I mean, I think we got a few game changers. Most of the beverages are done on more of a corporate level. And we, I think, are the first craft BC cannabis beverage producers out there. We're not public. We're a small team. It took us forever to get through our licensing process. And in that time, we put a lot of work into our emulsion technology. So our emulsion technology is unique to us. And we don't do it the way that everybody else does, which gives us a bit of an edge, we feel, in the market. There's a couple key points to how we move our oil-soluble extracts into water-soluble that are unique to our surfactant technology. And what that is our particle size is smaller than everybody else's. And how you can tell is when you pour out the drink into a clear glass, you can see through our beverages. And that has to do with the particle size of oil when we move it into that water-soluble medium. and we get those oil droplets basically so incredibly small that we have great clarity, hits you faster, and our key claim to fame is that it doesn't impart any bitterness. So you can actually get the true flavor of the cannabis experience that you're expecting when you're drinking the beverages, and that's unique to our company. And with that, we're able to do things like live rosin beverages, strain specific. You know the strain, you like the strain, and you're gonna taste it paired with some of your favorite flavors.
Beautiful. That's really incredible. And I mean, I've been drinking them all day. You guys have been serving up some drinks at this amazing hospitality summit that we've been at, and I'm feeling good. But I would love to hear about this specific flavor, how it was a game changer for you guys, timing, flavor, how you reached out to retailers, and let's also try it. Tell us a little bit about this.
Sounds good. So yeah, this is our orange creamsicle. It's in our Sweet Tooth brand. This concept behind Sweet Tooth is that nostalgic kind of treat. So like an edible candy in a can. So a famous treat, you know, that you love, but with full spectrum cannabis added to it in a tasty beverage. Simple as that. Orange creamsicle, it's got the orange notes, it's got the creamy base. We feel like it melds with the terps really well too. So
Yeah.
we're pretty, Julie's pretty
over
excited.
there.
I am. I'm like, okay.
He's open or what?
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Crack it, baby.
Yeah.
All right.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. Thank
Wait.
you.
Yeah, super
We're
stoked.
gonna do a little boop, boop,
Thanks
boop.
for having
Give
us.
me a little.
First ever
of that.
interview.
Okay.
Hey,
Yep.
Every time.
Let's try it.
That's how you know we're from a small town. We're like,
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, it's instantly, yeah.
And now we shotgun.
And now we go. Yeah. And now's when it changes.
No, this is delicious,
Holy
and there's no like
moly.
bitter flavor or anything at the end. Like it barely even tastes like weed, which, you know what? I'm not gonna be the first person to say I hate the taste of weed, but I do enjoy when a drink tastes like a drink.
Yeah.
Like you are honoring that flavor. What flavors do you guys have right now, and do you have any new ones coming on?
Yeah, we've got our original launch, our Sweet Tooth Fizzy Peach, designed to taste like a fuzzy peach candy. And then we also have one called White Ice, which is like the white freezy flavor.
Oh yeah.
Those are being launched with live rosin. And then we've done some collabs with some popular extractors.
Yeah.
Our friends over at Slurm, we did a Slurm beverage. We've launched 3 now, and they are strain specific. So there's like an animal face, a sour dub. The first one was a pie dough. And that's flavor-wise, that's a classic lemon lime base, where we kind of just, you know, your classic lemon lime soda, but emphasis on the terps in the strain. So it's terp forward, kind of more lemon lime in the back. The idea is this is more orange creamsicle up front, bit of terp in the back. So we play with the flavors and the direction we're going based on the brand.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we were lucky enough to have this at Taboo Show.
oh,
How many
the
of those did you
fit-
drink?
Oh, too many.
I said to them earlier, I'm like, my tongue was like this because I had
Oh.
so much sugar.
This is-
It was like,
Yeah.
This is fucking. My apologies.
Goodness.
don't hold back. Don't
You know what? This is fucking amazing. All right, I just want to say orange creamsicles, like growing up, favorite treat in the summer.
Oh.
So that's exactly
Yeah.
what it's reminding me of.
Yeah.
You'll have no idea how many arguments
Oh, geez.
3 grown men will have in a room to try to make it taste as orange creamsicle as you can get it.
3 dudes in their 30s.
Did you buy a
yelling.
bunch of different brands of creamsicles and like
Yeah.
do the analysis?
Kinda, yeah. We tried some other ones like non-cannabis ones, and it's kind of all over the map. Like it was, like they didn't taste like the candy. It's like we want it to taste like the frozen treat that you love.
Yeah.
It's specific and yeah, a little more challenging than you might think. But
It is,
we
yeah.
got through it,
But you
and
fucking nailed it.
appreciate it. Took us a long time.
Anytime you add in like a citrus flavor, it pulls away from the creamy notes. Anytime you add the creamy notes, it pulls away from the citrus flavor. So you got to find that delicate balance. And then we're also adding in like an acid profile, a salt profile, a sweetness profile, all these different components to add depth to the flavor and really kind of get you that experience when you're actually getting that hard outer shell of the candy, but then afterwards the cream notes come in and then cannabis on your exhale. And it took us a long time, but we're happy with the results.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think if I say the words to him, it's not orangey enough. One more time, it'll cause an issue.
Yeah.
Because there was many renditions like I'm like over 50, like dead serious different like renditions and mixes and just being like, he's like, you can't put any more fucking orange in there, man. Like, what do you want from me? I'm like, there's got to be a way. There's got to be a way.
To be a fly on the wall in that.
Oh, it's absurd.
Like, because you're so focused, and it becomes like the epitome of your life. Like, this is the biggest problem ever. This is that important. We need to do this.
Yeah. Sometimes you talk to other people, you hear their problems, and then they're like, so what's going on with you? It's not orange creamsicling up, man, and it's just, fuck. And they go, huh, that's your day, eh?
Yeah. And you get, like, you can't do it all in one day. It can't be done because you get tested up, like your flavor, your taste buds, they just evaporate after a certain amount of time of playing around with it. You could probably get about 15 different iterations in a day before you can't even tell anymore. Right, you can't tell the difference between what you're trying to adjust. So it's an iterative process, and that iterations takes, I don't know, by the time you get to the end, there's usually about 50 to 60 somewhere in there, different failed attempts to get what you really want.
Yeah, and are you buzzing by the end of your day, or just I can't sleep, I tried so much sugar today?
Oh yeah, there's a lot of, because like you do a bunch with the uninfused, and then you get it to where you want, you're like, hey, uninfused, dope, we're dialed in. Let's start adding the terps. And then it's like, oh, well, that just fucking ruined it.
Yeah,
so then it's like,
everything.
Let's add this, dial it back, kind of, it's wild.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're really stoked. It's done really well. We launched it in December.
Yeah.
A couple delays happened, so it was like, oh, sweet, let's launch a summer cold treat right before Christmas. And let's see how that goes. And the reception's been really well. It's done better than some of our previous brands in a shorter amount of time, and the feedback's been really, really good. We kind of learned some things from our first launch, dialed a few things back. Being a smaller company, like literally I'll just drive to the stores and be like, do you like this, or what do you think, or talk to people, and the feedback's really important, especially from either as a consumer or especially a bud tender, because they try it, they have to sell it, and they got to, essentially pitch it. They got to tell you. So you got to, the feedback from what they think, all kinds of stuff like that goes into whatever the next thing we want to do is. Mm-hmm. So we're trying to constantly, adapt.
It's refining the process. Yeah. Live rosin has been our huge push lately. I mean, because we have that, sort of advanced emulsion technology that doesn't impart that bitter note when you bring it over from oil soluble to water soluble, we are able to lean into the extracts. And so we've kind of went down the path of what is the best extract to use in beverage. And there's a couple different factors that you're pulling from in that. A distillate high is different than a live rosin high. 10 times out of 10, it's just a fact. I mean, the terpenes alter how it affects your body. You might get a much more euphoric high. You might get, there's pretty much every time you go to a higher end extract, you're going to get a better experience out that from the consumer standpoint, which we drink our beverages on a regular basis. So we kind of leaned in to that high end extract feel. It really kind of changes up, like, the traditional model in soda is consistency from batch to batch, which is understandable. It comes from, the liquor industry. Like a Budweiser doesn't change its formula over millions and millions of cans, and they taste bang on every time. And that's what's been brought into the cannabis industry. But when you do that and you distill out your terpenes and your minor cannabinoids, it takes away the essence of what makes cannabis awesome, which is the unique way it makes you feel, the unique way it tastes, the unique blend of minor cannabinoids. I mean, all of that goes away when you distill out the THC. So really leaning into the high-end extract, it tastes better in the emulsion, but that experience you get from it is it's way better.
Interesting. Well, you definitely have a name to uphold, Sweet Tooth. It's quite the logo.
That's my favorite part about it.
Yeah, what's your favorite part about? What's been going on with this logo? It's gotten a lot of
you know
chatter.
What? I know
We
it's
need
gotten
to
a lot
settle
of
some
okay.
stuff.
You know what? It's gotten a lot of chatter. I know that. That's why I'm bringing it up. You know what? I think it's a cool logo. Obviously, the yellow tooth is if you have too much sweets, you're gonna get cavities. That's basically me after Taboo with all the fizzy peaches. But I think it's a dope logo. I like the tongue. It reminds me of like Kiss, like.
Rock and roll of cannabis beverages.
But you know what? I like you guys. I like the branding. I love what you guys are doing. And honestly, my favorite drink from you guys was the